Before we proceed with the development of a human fetus, let us revise the process that occur before the development of a human fetus. And the process is fertilization. Okay, what is fertilization? Fertilization occurs when one out of the million of sperm succeed in penetrating the secondary oocyte. Okay, of all million of sperm that are successfully swim towards the ovum, only one sperm would penetrate the secondary oocyte. Okay, penetrate means menembusi. Okay, from this picture you can see only one sperm are able to penetrate one secondary oocyte. So what happened after the penetration? Okay, the penetration of the sperm causes the secondary oocyte membrane to change or becomes hardened. Okay, membrane oocyte sekunda akan berubah ataupun dia akan mengeras. Okay, why? The hardening or the changes of the secondary oocyte membrane is to prevent the penetration of other sperms. So only one sperm penetrate one secondary oocyte. Okay, I would explain later why. Okay, what happened after the penetration? Then fertilization occurs. So penetration is the first process. Sperma menembusi oocyte sekunda. And fertilization, persenyawaan, is the second process or second step that occur. What is fertilization? Fertilization is referring to when the sperm nucleus fuses with the ovum nucleus. Okay, and this process occurs in fallopian tube. Okay, let's say we have secondary oocyte here. Okay, it has nucleus. This nucleus carries 23 chromosome. Okay, haploid. Okay, why haploid? It carries half of the actual number of human chromosomes. Okay, we have sperm. Okay, the head carries 23 chromosome as well. Sorry. And we have another sperm with nucleus which carries 23 chromosome as well. Okay, let's say two sperms are able to penetrate and fertilize one secondary oocyte. Okay, fertilization. Remember, fertilization is referring to the fusion of this nucleus. So if 3 nucleus fuses, then the number of chromosome in the zygote would be 23 plus 23 plus 23. So it becomes 69. Normal human chromosome, normal human contain 46 chromosome. But if the zygote has 69 chromosomes, you are no longer a human being. You are something else. Okay, you are not a human being. Okay, that is why only one sperm would successfully penetrate and fertilize to one secondary oocyte. So one sperm carried 23 chromosome. When it is fertilized with secondary oocyte, it would produce diploid zygote with 23, 46 chromosomes. So you are a human being. Okay then, what happened to the diploid zygote? Okay, as you can see here, this is the diploid zygote. This diagram shows that this is actually an arrow. Okay, this diagram shows that the zygote would become 2 cell stage. After that, it would become 4 cell stage, morula and blastocyst. So zygote would change its shape. So what causes the zygote to change its shape? As you can see here, zygote is a 1 cell structure. Morula is a structure with 100 of cells. So how come one zygote with 1 cell would produce another structure called morula with 100 of cells? Daripada satu sel, struktur tu boleh ada beratus-ratus sel. If your answer is the zygote undergoes cell division, then you are in the right track. Kalau jawapan kamu zygote mengalami pembahagian sel, awak masih di track yang betul. Okay, the concept of cell division is the cell division process increase the number of cell. Okay, daripada satu sel, bila sel tu membahagi, dia jadi 2. 2 sel ni bila membahagi, dia akan jadi 4 sel. So konsep pembahagian sel ialah daripada 1 jadi 4, maksudnya bilangan sel bertambah. Sama juga zygote ada 1 sel dia bertambah jadi beratus-ratus. So konsep ni ialah pembahagian sel. Okay, I would explain in detail in the next slide. So actually, where does the process of the development process, this development process occur? Okay, this development process is called development of embryo. So, di mana proses ni berlaku? Dalam situasi yang sebenar. Okay, the development of an embryo from zygote to embryo, it occurs along the fallopian tube until the uterus. As you can see here, this is the ovary. When the ovary release, not produce. Okay, when the ovary release the secondary oocyte, okay, the sperm swim towards the ovum. This one sperm is successfully penetrate into the ovum. Fertilization process occurs. Okay, along the way, the zygote would form. Okay, let's look at the detail of the explanation. For the explanation, okay, the early development of an embryo, implantation. Okay, while traveling down the fallopian tube. Okay, just now we stopped at the zygote. Okay, after the fertilization process, fertilization would produce diploid zygote. So while traveling down the fallopian tube, the zygote undergoes multiple division through mitosis. Maksud multiple division through mitosis ialah cell division ada dua jenis. Okay, mitosis dan meiosis. Okay, so pembahagian sel yang mana? So untuk yang ini, pembahagian sel ni adalah melalui mitosis, bukan meiosis. Multiple division, maksudnya mitosis ni berlaku banyak-banyak kali. Okay. The first cell division would produce 2 cell embryo. So from one cell of zygote undergoes first cell division, it would produce 2 cell embryo. The following cell divisions would finally produce a morula. From 2 cell, the 2 cell embryo undergoes cell or mitotic division to form 4 cell embryo. 4 cell embryo undergoes mitotic division to form 8 cells embryo. 8 cells embryo undergoes further mitotic divisions or repeated mitotic divisions to form 100 cells of morula. And okay, 100 cells of morula. So morula here. And what happened next? Okay, the morula here, then transform into blastocyst. Okay, blastocyst here. Blastocyst is close to the endometrium wall. Okay, when we zoom into the blastocyst structure, this is the blastocyst structure. Okay, this is the endometrium wall. Okay, what happened to the blastocyst? The blastocyst would then implant in the endometrium wall. Implant maksudnya dia akan menempel. Menempel ni dia melekat dan dia embedded, tertanam ke dalam dinding endometrium. Okay, the process is called implantation, penempelan. Okay, implantation. Okay, then what happened to the blastocyst? The blastocyst would continues to grow into an embryo. So, masa menengah rendah kita belajar zygote dan embryo sahaja. Selepas persenyawaan membentuk zygote develop into embryo, betul. Okay, masa form 4 kita detail sikit daripada zygote jadi structure ni dulu sampai morula, sampai blastocyst. Bila tertanam dekat endometrium, barulah blastocyst tu develop into